Between the time when the oceans drank the cities and the rise of the sons of light, there was an age undreamed of before the village was a memory, and before the 70 generations began their long march through the dust. He dwells in the stillness, a rugged shadow in a world of sun and flint. They call him caveman, yet his mind has grown in the silence where others found only madness. For too long, he has carried a spark that the world thought dead. Listen. Do you hear the resonance? It is the song of the forge. He does not strike iron merely to shape it. He strikes to remember. He strikes to wake the Jadah light that sleeps within the earth. He is alone. He is sad. But he is the bridge, and the fire is waking up. Gather round the fire, and let me tell you about the year 4826. The year the sky finally broke for 70 generations. That's 2,800 years for those of you who still use calendars. Unit 70G drifted through the void. He was a master of the stars looking for the ultimate power source, the Jadah light. He expected a high-tech fortress. He expected a laser grid instead. He got Throg. Throg is a simple man. He likes fire, heavy rocks, and the sound of his own shouting. When a smoking, glowing metal man slammed into his backyard, Throg didn't panic. He just figured the sky was finally delivering the Alpha 3X. Beta update his ancestors had been complaining about since the Great Glitch. But as 70G stepped out, leaking hydraulic fluid and looking for a charging port, Throg realized this god was actually just a very shiny, very confused tin can. So, Throg did what any good host would do. He offered him a charred guguk on a stick. It's 100% organic, 0% Bluetooth compatible, and guaranteed to make a robot's motherboard cry, "Welcome to the Stone Age, Tin Man. Hope you like mystery meat." "70G's processors were screaming he was looking for a planet with a molten core and gravitational constants." Throg just laughed and unrolled the leather scroll he keeps near the latrine. Behold, the flat truth, a realm where the world is a pancake and the oceans fall off the edge into a giant drain. The Tin Man tried to explain planetary rotation, but Throg wasn't having it. He reached for the big leaf, the prehistoric version of 3-ply and the ultimate silencer. He held it to the robot's face and said, "If you don't hear the stillness, your mind won't grow." For the first time in 28th century, as the cyborg's internal fan slowed down, he didn't have a stillness sensor and his hardware was organized. He didn't need a satellite. He needed a guide, a rugged, smelly, cock-up-eating guide. The mission was clear. Find Uncle Babu according to Throg's map. Babu lives on the peninsula. A 7-day walk, or about 45 seconds if you're riding a nuclear-powered scout ship. They hopped into the cockpit. It was the first time a caveman had ever experienced 40,000 pounds of thrust. Throg didn't scream in terror, he screamed in joy. Convinced the ship was a giant metal bird that had eaten too many spicy berries. As they soared over the dunes, leaving a trail of iron fire across the flat ground. 70G began to see the world through Throg's eyes. He saw the village in the distance, a place where the Jadah light connection wasn't a cable, but a resonance of vibration that had been humming for 70 generations, waiting for a machine to finally come home and listen. They landed at the mouth of a cave shaped like a giant face, outstepped unforgettable. He didn't look like a hermit. He looked like a man who'd been holding a reserve sign for a few hundred years. Babu was the keeper of the village secrets. He took one look at 70G's flickering red eye and sighed. "You were late," he said. "I put the kettle on 2,000 years ago." He explained that the Alpha 3X beta wasn't a weapon or a code. It was the secret recipe for the perfect barbecue sauce. He told the cyborg that his journey wasn't about finding power to conquer the world, but about finding the off switch for the first time. 70G's internal clock synced with the rhythm of the desert. He stopped scanning for threats and started scanning for the best place to put a picnic table. The finale wasn't a battle of lasers and spears. It was a feast in the heart of the village. The Jadah light was finally activated. It turned out to be a massive, glowing bonfire that could be seen from the very edge of the world. 70G found his true calling. His high-precision laser eyes weren't for destroying cities. They were for perfectly slow roasting guguk at exactly 180 degrees. Celsius Throg provided the meat. 70G provided the heat, and unforgettable provided the stories. As the sun set over the realm, the cyborg finally understood. The mind grows in the stillness. The belly grows at the barbecue after 70 generations of searching. Unit 70G finally found the one thing his programming lacked. The family head didn't mind if he leaked a little oil on the carpet. The earth might be flat, but the guguk is delicious. And the stillness, well, the stillness is finally loud enough to hear.